Good day again. It's Thursday in Faneland. You guys will be seeing this next week, probably starting on Tuesday, April 28th, I think. Many of you are still doing mostly test question kind of activities. So if you didn't look at the Unit 3 DBQ skills activity, which when I looked at this video, only 16 of you had, I suggest you watch it because I explain in it the rubric for the 45-minute DBQ that you'll be doing for your AP exam. And I challenged you to try using a tool I created called Planner for the exam day with a DBQ on it. So the prompt, and what I'm going to do in this video is show you how I use the planner to plan an argument. This was the prompt. It was from Unit 3 about the key concept of how empires or land empires are administered. The question was evaluate the extent to which some methods and ideals of early modern rulers were more effective in legitimizing and consolidating power. You've had this question 1,000 times in your 2 years. The documents, though, are different. Okay? So the exam day planner, for those who didn't watch the video last week, even though you should, again, is something I want you to print out on exam day. Okay? And then it's something you can fill in. First page does the right side analysis of evidence in the prompt and the documents that you use to answer the prompt. The left side is for that source and conclusion, because the rubric for this year is a 10-point rubric. 2 of the 10, or 20% of your score, is based on sourcing. Okay. So what this page does, the back side or the second page, it's an out. If you imagine this being a visual organizer, this is the introduction paragraph, first body paragraph, second body paragraph, third if you need it, and then conclusion. So if you do stuff here that I ask you to do on the left, then you got an essay out. Okay? So taking this prompt in these 5 documents, as if this was the test on exam day, no barking. Cane, no barking. 1 document will be a visual, the other 4 will be written. So this will be posted as well for you to look at, but this is me having filled in the planner based on my reading of the document. What I ask you guys to do, if you did the Unit 3 Choice DBQ skills, was only to complete I'm trying to get this pointer thing on. I want to complete the right side, which is finding evidence from each argument, or from each document, and then the outline itself. Okay. So I'm not going to belabor reading this whole thing to you because you could open and read. But in marking what this would look like on exam day, blank. Then as you read through the documents, you're using this right side to think, okay, what methods or ideas are they using to legitimize power? And in this document, I find that the Spanish monarch is using the Catholic faith as the basis for his rule, so that's a religious idea. Threatening to make war, it's a military method. So you go through and read this, note that I'm summarizing documents somewhat for evidence that fits to an ideal or a method. So if I were you, I would have these open. So this prompt open so you can look at the actual document. And then split your screen. Let me demonstrate. Split your screen so you have the document, and then next to it, you have this open. So you can see how I'm turning what they write into possible evidence to address the prompt. Okay? And then I'll take those basic notes and I'll start writing an essay outline. It's hard with my face here. And I'll start writing an essay outline that would address this prompt and accomplishing the 10 points you need. So I'll give you 2 different examples of contextualization, 3 different theses that would work. Okay. And then I go through about how I would do a body paragraph that answers the what extent part of the question. So the first body paragraph is to the least extent. So in these documents, I find that bureaucratic methods of creating tools within government is the least shown. I get outside evidence of that being done. And then I do an argument extension. Okay, so for instance, in this paragraph, the document, let me go to document 5, so what I'm talking about. Document 5 is a decree by Peter the Great requiring his nobility to be educated so that they can serve him. So requiring a educated nobility to serve the state means he's going to put them in positions of tax collector, public works, road building, so on and so forth. Outside examples could be in France, they did the same thing with a position called the intendant. In other places, like in the Ottoman Empire, they created a position of people who were called tax farmers, who would go out in the provinces and harvest taxes from the people. The zamindar system of landowners contributing upward taxes to the monarch, tribute to the Aztec, in collecting taxes in silver, so on and so forth. Outside example, I mean, argument extension means another time or place. So my outside example, that same practice of bureaucratic methods to legitimize and consolidate power is looking at how in Chinese dynasties from the Han through the Qing, they established these bureaucracies of scholars who got their position because of how they performed on an exam. Okay? And I just repeat that process for the second paragraph, which is to a greater extent showing methods and ideas that were effective. Because it's a greater extent because I find more evidence of religious ideas and artistic methods being used. These 3 documents can show both religion and the latter 2, the poem and the painting, show artistic methods of doing that. Outside evidence of other artistic methods is the use of religion and an argument extension of religion being used in other places or times. And then what I found greatest evidence for was military methods. Why is it the greatest and most effective? It's used in 4 documents. There's more evidence for it. Plenty of examples from outside the documents of military conquest, legitimizing, consolidating power, conquest of the Aztecs, conquest of the Inca, the Philippines by the Spanish, the Janissary military caste being created by the Ottoman, modernizing militaries. Peter the Great modernizes the Russian Navy after traveling through Europe. And in Safavid, Iran, they hire a group called the Shirley Brothers from England to modernize their army. So lots of outside evidence, lots of document evidence makes it to a greater extent. Now when we get to sourcing, you only need to do this twice to get the point, but do it 3 times in case you screw up once. So I'll show you how I could do this with all 5. To me, if you look at just how much more there is in document 2, I would definitely talk about that one. And what I want you to pay attention to while you read is not just what the point of view is. Like for Ishmael, I say he's the founder of the dynasty, so it's the perspective of the ruler. But this statement where I say therefore, the poem is an example of a tool used by the monarchs as propaganda to rally support behind a monarch, using these ideas as the basis for empire. These 4 things combine to make it a legitimate piece of evidence in my argument. And I do that for each of these. Okay, so this is a shorter video than normal because I'm just wanting you to look at how this exam planner goes from being something very empty to very full. Now, you're not going to be writing incomplete statements. This is your notes on exam day, because I want you to plan for about 10 to 15 minutes. I want you to write for 30 to 35. And that'll get you to the 45 minutes. You'll have a great essay, and you'll get your 10 points. You'll get credit for the exam. Okay? So, summarizing, if you haven't done so yet, go back to this, watch this video, open this prompt, look at my completed outline. You'll get a sense of how to ace the exam. All right? I'm out. Adios, muchachos.